So today we're going to be restoring this motorcycle fuel tank with one of our POR-15 motorcycle tank repair kits. This particular tank has been sat in a barn for around 10 years, and the variations in the temperatures in the seasons is called a condensation buildup in the tank. So today we're going to restore it by getting rid of all the old fuel residue and all of the rust that's built up over the last few years in the tank. The first step is using this, and this is the cleaner, which prepares the tank for the next steps, which we'll go through later on. So with this, it's a two-step process. You have to repeat the first step. So you have to mix half of this with the same amount of water, put it in the tank, and you have to leave it there for around 4 hours, with every hour turning the tank so it's in contact with different parts of the tank. So I'll just do this now. So I'm just using this bottle to make it easier for us to measure out, just to make sure it is definitely half and half. And then it's just a case of pouring this into the tank. So this is in the tank. It's already in there now, so I'm just going to leave it in this position for an hour, and then in the next 4 hours, every hour I'm just going to change the position of the tank, just to make sure that all of the tank gets a nice thorough clean. So we're now on the second step of restoring this motorcycle fuel tank. The first step was cleaning the tank out with the cleaner degreaser. We're now on the metal prep stage. So the most important thing with this is to make sure the fuel tank is bone dry. So we've used a heat gun. We've left it blowing into the tank for about an hour and a half, and we've checked the tank, it's now bone dry. And also make sure there's no debris left in your tank, because that can hamper the effects this will have when you do pour it in. So the instructions of this is you have to pour in the whole of the tin of the metal prep, and then you have to slosh it around the tank for 20 minutes, ensuring that it's covered all of the surfaces in the tank. So we're going to do that now. We have had to put some cling film just on the inside of the fuel cap there, just to make sure that the air vent, we don't get any leakage from the air vent in the top of the tank. So I'll go ahead now and pour this in. Making sure you use all of it. So I'll seal the tank up now, just to make sure we don't get any leakage. There we go. Alright, so just have to slosh this around now, just make sure it covers all of the tank. It advises it's about 20 minutes to do this, but it says no more than 20 minutes. So once you've done all the sloshing around the tank, you can then pour the liquid back into the container, because it is reusable. So there's no need to throw it all away. So once you've done that, you'll then be on to your sealing phase, and once again it's very important that the tank is bone dry before you do that. So once you've drained your metal prep out of the tank, it's advisable to use the heat gun again to make sure it's bone dry. Right, so we're now on the third step of the fuel tank restoration. The third step is the sealant. Before we put this in, it's very important that you've washed the tank out with water once you've drained the metal prep out, and that really is just to get rid of all the residue that's left behind. And then you need to dry it completely. Like I said before, we've been using the heat gun throughout this restoration. So we've had that blowing in there for about an hour and a half, so the tank is bone dry and it's now ready to seal. So this is the POR-15 sealant. This has to be thoroughly stirred before putting it into the tank, and that's because it activates it. Once you've stirred it around, all the pigment in the bottom is then activated. So it goes a silver metallic-y colour when it's ready. So I'll pour this in now into the tank, very carefully to make sure I don't spill it over the tank. I need to pour the entire tin in. There we go. So all of that's in there now. So we've poured the sealant into the tank now, and I've sealed it up to make sure we don't spill any of it out. And it's a very similar process to when you have the metal prep in the tank. You just have to make sure all the surfaces have been coated with the sealant, just to make sure it does the job properly. So I'll do that now. There's no need to rush this because this is the most important step. It's very important that you get everything covered properly. So we've sloshed the fuel tank seal around now in the tank for about 10 minutes, just to make sure that all the surface has been coated thoroughly. Now what you have to do is you have to find a good place to drain the remainder of the sealant out, because if you get pooling in the bottom of the tank, it will then harden, and obviously it won't be a flat surface in the bottom of the tank. So you have to drain out the excess. So I'll just undo this now. This is where the fuel pump assembly normally goes, but at the moment it's not connected, so we're going to use this as the drain hole for us today. It's recommended that you will leave this upside down for at least 10 minutes, just to make sure all of the excess sealant has been drained out of the tank for you. So the tank sealer has now been sloshed around in the tank, so it's covered all the surfaces, and it's now been put into this tray here to drain out, just to make sure all of the excess is drained and it doesn't harden in a big pool in the bottom of the tank. It's advised that you leave it like this for about 10 minutes, but if you think there's still more left in there, it can be left longer. And once everything's drained out, it takes around 96 hours to fully cure. So until it's been at least 96 hours, it's very unadvisable to put fuel back into the tank. And if it's not sealed properly, it's likely to come off as soon as you put fuel in it. So 96 hours is really important, just to make sure it's cured. Apart from that, everything's done now. The restoration is complete. It's a very highly rated product, the POR-15, so it should last for many years to come. All of the products used in today's video can be seen on our website at www.holden.co.uk.